All right, y'all, so we got another cool convertible for you. 1966 Chevrolet Impala. Super clean car. I actually like this color a lot. We kind of been going back and forth on it a little bit, but I think it looks super clean. We can go ahead and get right into it. As you can see, like I said, it's kind of, I know some of you guys gonna say it's sacrilegious, but it kind of give me grabber blue vibes, which is, that Ford, the Ford color. I like this blue personally. Again, similar to the grabber blue and what is it? I think it's rapide blue, however you say it, rapide, however you say it, rapide blue on them new Corvettes. New Cooper Cobras on there. I think it looks super clean without the raised white walls, kind of make it look a little more muscular. Paint is driver's quality. You could tell that this has been resprayed probably back in the day. Single stage paint, nothing crazy. Again, driver's quality. So not gonna see nothing amazing. Body appears to be in pretty good condition though. I don't have any crazy like waves or dents that need to be pointed out. Top is in solid condition. You'll see that towards the end of the video like we normally do. Again, paint's pretty solid. Rear bumper actually looks pretty good. I don't see any rust or major dents. Looks pretty solid. Coming down the driver's side. Again, I don't have any major dents or anything that need to really be pointed out. Just gonna keep moving around it. Windshield, actually solid. I don't have any cracks or rock chips, so that's a plus. All chrome looks good around the windshield as well. Moving on down the hood. Pretty close to being properly aligned. I don't see it catching on these corners, and the gaps look decent going down. Front bumper looks good. Chrome looks nice and bright. No dents. Let me see if I can. Nope. I'm trying to get my hand under here, and it did. Give me 1 second. Always got to use 2 hands. Relatively clean under here, honestly. 350. You can tell it's been resprayed. I don't know if it's been taken out the car and resprayed. Chrome valve covers, chrome breather. Looks like an aftermarket distributor. And that's it. Non-AC car, manual brakes. Let's grab the keys, pop the trunk. Wrong key. Here's the trunk. Nice and bare, nothing to hide. Looks clean. Very easy. Clean it, splatter paint it, and be done with your trunk. Looks pretty solid. Weather trimming, actually, the weather stripping, this feels new, surprisingly. It's super thick and soft, so. Checking out the interior, it's got that off-white, let's call it beige for now, interior. Not bad, no rips or tears. Original carpet. Everything is manual in here. Let me go ahead. Here's our door panels, nice and smooth. Looks like they've been redone at some point in time. Front bench seat. No rips or tears in there. Normally always have to say like no cracks or warping in the dash. Ain't got to worry about that with these ones. So paint matched, obviously. One thing I will say, if this is a car, I don't want to deter anybody, but if this is a car that you are super interested in, you're gonna have to be kind of somewhat committed towards this color. Unless you got a paint shop or something like that. Because when I tell you this whole thing is blue, I'm gonna just show you. All the way through the jams. Obviously all of the window trim. Obviously the dash. Kicker panels. Everything. So you damn near gotta get the car dipped to get rid of all of that blue. Because the disassembly is gonna be the most expensive thing. So But I will say again, it's a beautiful color in my opinion, so it'd be easy to just respray it. There's our driver's seat and driver door panel. Nothing really, in all honesty, it's a little bit plain, but all right, let me get my seatbelt on. We can knock out this test drive. Give me 1 second. All right. Mileage reads 61,865. I'll let her go ahead and warm up. Non-AC car. I have no fan of any kind blowing. We're gonna leave that as it is. Don't imagine this radio works. Old school radio, so no. I don't have a power button or anything. Left turn, right turn. Right turn shows, left turn does not. Horn works. Lights are on. I can see them off that car in the front right there. Let's see if the wipers do work. Everything else is manual. I'll just check this lighter because I'll be liking to do that. I got an unhealthy fear that one day I'm gonna be driving while doing that, and that lighter is gonna just pop out on me and end up burning everything, and I'm gonna be looking crazy while I'm driving. I know it's an unhealthy fear, but that actually has happened before. I wasn't driving though. I can't remember what car it was, but one of the cars, I was checking it, and the thing shot out so fast, it landed on one of the mats, and it burnt the hole in the mat just that quick. So I always be thinking like, man, don't let that happen again. As you can tell, motor sounds good, exhaust sounds good. I don't have nothing crazy to worry about there. Speedometer is coming up. Fuel tank shows full. I'm pretty sure it's not reading, I'm sorry, fuel gauge. Pretty sure that's not accurate. We do have manual brakes that feel phenomenal. To each its own, but I believe in most cases when you look at car groups or Reddits or whatever, and people get to talking about, you know, upgrading brakes from stock or going big brakes, you see so many people talking about just do manual. And you know, you kind of think about it like, man, what I'm gonna do manual for? Manual brakes feel amazing when they are dialed in correctly. I get it, you know, we're in a day and age where you want things to be as simple as possible. You do it for comfort, but having that pedal feel underneath you, knowing exactly what you're doing is stopping the car, it makes the car just feel great, in my opinion. But you know, again, to each his own. But I personally love manual brakes. I don't have them on my car, but still. Car's driving super smooth. Shifts have been smooth. You guys can hear I don't have anything weird from the motor or anything like that. Got her up to about 45, 50. Alignment feels good. Steering wheel, obviously you got these big 15s. They always got like that float to them. So she feels good though. So give me a moment. I'm gonna get back and throw her on the rack and we will check out underneath. All right, y'all, we got 66 up on the rack. Again, rear bumper looks pretty good. Chrome looks good. Nothing really to complain about. Somebody put a chrome tip on the exhaust. I know the exhaust is not stock. It's got glass packs. Let's see. Underneath looks pretty good. Kind of weird. I think it was originally, man, I can't tell if this thing was black and it got some overspray of blue on it, or they tried to paint it blue. Either way, trunk pans look solid. Gas tank is original. I don't have no leaks or anything from there. This thing is super dirty. Don't worry about it though. 10 bolt, yeah, 10 bolt rear end. Shocks have been replaced. Again, this is all just dirt. It's been raining this whole last week before I shot these videos. Coming down the passenger side, let me move these out the way. Frame is nice and straight. You got no issues there. Yeah. And then as we look at these floors look good. I don't have any soft spots. You got some of the coating coming off, obviously, but that's to be expected on a 60-year-old vehicle. On the driver's side, again, frame is nice and straight. Nothing to really point out there. And I can tell the driver's pan has been replaced. You can see where it was cut out and this new one was dropped in. Just came off the test drive. No leaks from the oil or trans pan. Drum brakes all the way around. Otherwise, pretty solid. Let me get up in the front. Front bumper looks solid. I don't have no issues there. And let me come around this passenger side. Wheel well's good. Got the American Racing, them little torque thrust looking wheels. Pretty solid. I don't have anything to really point out underneath. She is what it is, you know. Relatively cheap way to go ahead and get into an Impala, especially if you got a body shop / paint shop in line already. It's really all you got to worry about. All right, I'm gonna drop her down. All right, we can go ahead and fire her up so we can put the top up. Did I put the key in wrong? All right, let's go ahead and let the top up. He left at 12. Got pretty good speed. Rails look good. Glass back, always somewhat of a plus, depending on who you ask. Went right into the spots, so always nice. Pretty solid, no rips. Bow could be replaced personally, but again, no rips or anything, so that's always the most important part. All right, so if you guys are interested in this 66, give us a call, 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on the website and Instagram. As always, appreciate you watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe.